Uh, so, good morning. Mm, I hope you all had a very good night's sleep. And the Lord has woken us up all today. If you are watching this video, mm, it's a sign you should praise Him and thank Him. For without Him, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Okay. Uh, this is what happened in NZD USD. Uh, Price closed with a pin bar as we expected. But it was supposed to give us this same pullback as we also expected. Okay. And it was also supposed to what? To uh give us a nice retest in the 4 hour time frame. You see? At this point here. You see? But if you remember, the goal was we want price to make at least in short, the next candle started at this point here. These two candles here, you see? So when the Monday closed with this candle here, we were expecting these two candles to at least give us a what? A possible lower high. So that once we shift, like we've shifted, can just wait for price to retest here, give us the what? The sell. In short, what I'm talking about is this. You see? Sorry. This is what I'm talking about. Uh, so that when price retests this level, I can sell here, you see? And if I sell here, if I sell at this point, my stop loss will be around this level. You see? Knowing that the moment price breaks below this, above this level, I'm wrong about my trade, you see? Now, in this case, we have this here. So, let's say we have the retest and price gives us the engulf in here, right? Okay. And this is the structure. If I enter my sell here and price decides to go up, I've just been stopped out, but price is still bearish. You see? How? Because it doesn't taken out this lower low with this engulfing. So price can come back here, can do all these things here, and if it wants can then drop. So selling in this way becomes tricky. How? If I want to sell, then I should wait for price to retest at this point, and then the engulfing to be way below this level here, the lower low. You see? So that if I enter here, if the if the level, if price breaks above this low high, price will go bullish, you see? Mm, but all what we need in all is we just want price to give us a better entry. Okay. So we can be okay with the movement after we've placed our entry. If you've noticed, my analysis most of the time is also filled with what if it goes the other way, okay? Because that's the reality of trading, you see? Rather than always thinking price won't sell any further, price won't buy any further. When it does that, you think your strategy doesn't work, or you switch to a different approach. But if uh if you see price has to come back here, this will be very fine. You know what I would love is if price comes back here and breaks below above my OG level. You see? So I know that at least when it breaks above, it will already fill up this void of me knowing price might come back here. And then we wait for price to break out and that retest, the engulfing. And then we can sell. This can also happen. Our price can just simply retest, give you that engulfing, and you sell. Okay? Uh, Hmm. So how do we go about this trade is the question. Uh, we adapt carefully with every move it makes. Remember, we also have this OG level here. I've just fainted it. I hope you remember this too. Uh, so, uh, uh, what happened was if price decides not to break below this level and decides not to retest, price ends up having a break below here. Um, and maybe we have a clause in this order this week. This is fine. We can sell from this level next week. Okay. So we just have to open ourselves to everything the market tries to throw at us. That's the only key. Okay. Don't try to be uh, expectant with only one thing to happen. Because market will either do we're going your way or the other way. and you use your skill and what you've learned and your experience rather to adapt with it. Okay? I might teach you a strategy that uh, when price breaks and retest, you buy. And this is the simple, straightforward strategy. But trust me, sometimes price will break, retest, and do this. Sometimes price will break, do this, then do this. You see? Sometimes again, price may break, retest, and do this. You see? But the main strategy I've taught you is you only have to look for this to happen. So now, let's say in 2 months straight, all you see is this happening. Are you going to say your strategy doesn't work or you're going to give up trading? Okay. Because I've told you that this is what you should wait for. And then price does all this in the 3 months. Okay. Mm, that's why you now adapt. You see, you adapt with what the market is giving you, using this same skill as a foundation. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a cough, but I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm already healed. I'm just waiting for it to go away. Okay. Yeah, but very soon I'll be clear as ever. So don't worry about this little cough. So the next thing is price has to break above. Okay. Price has to break above this level. And when price breaks above, we are going to approach our level, our strategies with this level, this analysis, you see? So it's the same with this pair. We know that we have to sell, right? And we knew that we have to sell the moment price does what? The moment price does this. This is the whole strategy, right? This is the thing I'm just from drawing. It's just flipped this time. You see? It's just flipped. So now what happens if price doesn't come back here or price ends at this point and price makes something like this and retest here and gives an engulfing, then price continues selling. What are you going to do? You see? So that's why you now adopt. Uh, so in this case, we will see how price will react to our 5 a.m. candle close, because this one will close at 5 a.m. and the new one will open at 5. So we have two candlesticks to show us either price will retest and engulf or price will sell more and sell more. Okay? Uh, so that's it for this pair. The next pair is NZD card. You remember why I was telling you guys we wait for price to give us just these small confirmations. And I told you if price ends up buying closing with this bearish pin bar, there's a high chance price might sell more, you see, and price sold more. So I told you it would be wise if we wait for the daily to close bullish like that. You see, this is what I was telling you yesterday. Uh, I'm sure those who pay attention really heard me saw this. Uh, and you can see what happened. Price is selling below. You see? And there's really nothing you can do about it. Whether you like it or not, price is approaching this level here. Uh, you see? It's approaching this level. So, this stands, we need the daily to close bullish. And interestingly enough, you can see what has happened. That the 4 hours has done what? Has gone bearish. Here, that's taken out the lower, higher low. You see? So we can only buy when price breaks above this level in the 4 hour time frame. You see? Or unless price decides to make a new lower high and a new lower low, meaning the daily will sell more, then shift, then starts buying, then we can call this a buy. You see? Or price from here starts making this progress here. And then we get the break, we get the retest, and we can buy. And you can see, without even seeing the 4 hour time frame, uh, you can see that this is where the 4 hour will also shift when the daily has this daily bullish close. You see? Uh, that's the beauty of this. And trust me, all these moves is because of this US-Iran war. But I've been hearing some progress, so I think everything will be back to normal soon. And we can be now analyzing the markets freely. You get? Uh, so the next thing is we just wait for price to go bullish. That's the only thing that's there now. Uh, we can't do anything. And if price doesn't go bullish, this means that USD NZD will sell. You see? Here. Uh, because for USD to change, this has to make NZD USD change. This has to happen. And same with NZD card, this has to happen. So this is very fun to watch though. Uh, we get to see how price is just fighting for that final push in the market. But anyway, this all push also was because of what? You remember when price had this break when I was analyzing this pair with you that week? Price never came back at this point. And I always tell you, if these OG levels are always filled. So This price might even fill this level before it starts going up, you know. If not, it will still come and fill it some there. So, uh, that's how we can approach these markets really. Uh, and let's see on what did we write on the daily time frame? Pin bar close or bearish. Uh, the next is NZD USD. No, we had the 4 hours shift SOS. Uh, it's a bit, mm, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how price reacts to it also. Mm. This is what we are looking at. Mm, 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 this is what we are looking at. I remember when I started, I would paper trade this. Where's the paper trading thing? And I had no money but to put in a real account. I would paper trade this so bad. Not just connected. Yeah, I can see. I was even losing money. You see the order. Mm, I only took one trade. Mm, I lost 10,000 because I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, but I remember we'll trade this. We'll just say trade and I'll put units. Do this. Let's say want to risk 1,000. Uh, then let's say market margin 1,000. Mm, how did we put this? Want to show you what I used to do. Let's say we want to buy here, right? And our stop is 0.81207. 0.81207, you see? So this means I'm risking 1,000 because I've put what? My margin is 1,000, you see? So I can't lose more than 1,000. So, this means it will, you see, it's already updating my stop loss with the way price is moving. So, if I put 10,000 here, it will also say I'll lose 10,000. You can see here. So showing me I'll lose 10,000. And so it will increase my lot size, you see? But I've put 1,000. So it's also saying I'll lose 1,000. So let's say I buy this pair now. This is my stop loss. And my take profit is at this point 1.82647. 647, you see? So mean I'll get 7,000. This is saying that this is a 1 to 7. So when I click buy, I've entered this. You see? And mm, it's given me, I don't know the load size it's used, but let's see. Let's see. Uh, uh, can't see any load size, but all I know is that we're in this trade. You see? This is our trade we've entered. Mm, Meaning margin is 1,000, we can only lose up to 1,000. And it has already calculated the lot size itself. Uh, that's the good of trading on TradeView. I just want one day when when I can when I can add one you can add one. What's this? Let me close this by the way. Just wanted to show you how we used to trade it. Uh one day I'll try to add one of these brokers here. Especially this one, because I have interactive brokers and yeah, so I can just be trading from my screen here. Mhm. Uh, yeah, but the one that's in my reach mostly here I think is uh, this one, interactive broker. I think even FX Pro. Yeah, yeah, but with time, I'll add one of them here. I think also at this one, Robo Markets. Just used to think it's boring, so I never paid attention to it. Yeah, but this is something I want to be doing soon, just from this pair, so you guys can see everything I do here. So anyway, so here, as I was showing you, um, try to disconnect this. Yeah. Uh, all that's left is with us waiting for price to shift back bullish, then we can buy. But for now, we can only buy once we're above this for lower high. Uh, AUDNZD. This is a very nice pair. I'm starting to think this might even the pair we take, might be the trade we take because of the way it's moving smooth. Just the same way I was telling you, if we have this daily break today, this 4 hour close, we will expect a daily rejection, which is the first candle, and the next one. You see? So just like that, how? So price can make what? A new, a lower high, higher low, and a higher high, you see? At this point, and then shift it, and we test it. Then you can buy. Sell, sorry. You see? So, uh, so, this is all we need. We just need price to shift, and we'll sell at this point. And you can see how clean this pair is moving. Uh, so we'll see what happens if it respects the level. But I think right now, we'll say, uh, yeah, we are still waiting for this for reaction. Especially if we have this pin bar, I would love to sell this tomorrow. The next thing is Euro GBP. Uh, excuse, excuse me, test. Uh, this is the 4 hour time frame. Remember what I was showing you yesterday? That I don't want price to break above this level, and it didn't do that, so that's fine. So all that we have left here is we just need price to make a higher high, and then shift it and retest it, and then give us a chance to sell. That's all. That's all we need now. Okay? Because everything will be in place. And remember, when I sell this pair, I'm not planning on coming out on this level here. I'm planning on coming out on this level here. Here. Why? Because I know this pair how it moves. It wants once price just breaks below this level, trust me, trust me. Once price breaks below this level, price closes above below this level, then we are going for sales. Massive sales. Okay. Because what I really want is to just catch one trade and forget. So you see what I was telling you that time? What's better in a month? You don't take any trade at all, but you end up taking one trade out of 4 weeks. You only take one and you win massively. Maybe 1 to 6 or 1 to 5. Or you take all four trades every week once and you lose three and you win one. Who's more profitable? See? So do less by doing less uh by doing more. No, no. How do they say this? Uh Sometimes you do more by doing less. Yeah, that's how I can put it. So you don't have to always make a play for you to be known that you are doing something, okay? The only key point is when you make that play, make it count. Okay? And that's what I do with my chances, make them count. Uh, so that's it. And I hope you guys enjoy uh these videos. So we'll meet again around uh 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Yeah. And we have pairs like GPP card. I'm still waiting for that retest. USD card. You can see why I avoided this buy. Euro USD. I like that small improvement. Hopefully we break below here. Here. Euro card. You see why I didn't pick it. I need price to retest back here. Next thing is USD, GBP USD. Might get the lower low we need today or this week. That would be very fine. Because once we just get that lower low and that shift, my brother, we can now start buying this. ADJPY price hasn't yet retested that level, so no sales yet. So I think that's it, and I'll see you guys uh at 12. This is New York Open. It's almost 7 a.m. So thank you for watching. Welcome back, guys. So This is our market update. Mm, NZD/USD is the first pair we look at. So as you can see, the 4 hours broken has retested. I was telling you we might get this retest. But now the bad part is price has broken outside the retest zone. So this means that I have to wait for price to break outside again and then retest, and then I can sell. Okay? Because that's the only thing that will make sense. Okay? But if price really wants us to sell here, what I would love is for price to buy a bit further, maybe another bullish candle, then we can have that shift below here. So that when I have this retest and my entry, at least I can put my stop uh below above this level here, you see? This is what I'm expecting. Okay? The only way we might get through this sell in the wrong way is if price decides to engulf at this point. You see? Plus price can also do this. This is an entry how? Because price firstly takes out this lower low, you see? And makes a new lower low in the bearish time frame, in the forward time frame. Meaning if you catch a sell here, stop should be at this point. With your own knowledge of once price, and this can be a take profit. With our knowledge of knowing that once price breaks above this level, uh, once price does something like this, after this break, then price closes with this bearish push. This will mean that the 4 hour has gone bearish, because then price simply did this. See? And price does this. You see? So this means what? Price has shifted. You see? Price has shifted badly. So this is also a way to sell, but it's a bit risky now. But everything is risky. But forget that engulfing on the forward time frame. And it takes out this low. Remember, it takes out this 4 hour lower low. Then this trade is valid. But if this forward only breaks with this kind of candlestick, we do nothing. Okay? If we get that kind of break, we then wait for what? Then wait for price to retest, then to give us an engulfing. You see? That's if this next 4 hour candle doesn't break below here. If it breaks something like with this kind of candlestick, or at this point, at that point, Then wait for a retest here and sell. If price breaks with an engulfing, we have a choice to sell here. Okay. But this means that the 1 to 3 will be all the way to this zone here. Here. Because it's a bit closer to a bit far from the OG level, but it's at the OG level. So that's why I wanted something to happen at this point. You see? So at my risk reward, this can be my first come out if I want. Now this one here. Mhm. Oh, what's the most favorable trade we can have here with all this analysis going on? Huh? Remember, the only key thing is, since price has retested back here, inside, we need the break outside, retest, and then sell. You see? Uh, but this break can happen in the way where, like I told you, price makes a new high, another, not even a high, another structure of the forward time frame. And we get that shift in the New York Open. Then wait for that retest in the 10 p.m. Close. And tomorrow can enter during the 5 a.m. candle. Yeah. You see? So in short, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. And this is 5 a.m. So you only have the this is the first one gone. And you only have 2 candlesticks to end the day. Where if this happens today, we can close at this point around 17 hours. And then we can wait for the Tuesday open to catch a sale here. So, but we'll see how price reacts to these levels. Then we can adapt, right? Next thing is USD card. So remember, mm, price failed to tap this level as rejected. So just keep it for the day it taps. But now with what we have, this is what price is trying to do, guys. Okay, we have 2 options. Okay, we have option 1, and we have option 2. And price can do any of the 2 and still go our way. The only goal there is to find what's reasonable enough for us to risk some money in it. Okay, so what do I expect? What am I saying? Remember, the day it closed with a pin bar at this point. You see? Mm, do this. Day it closed with this pin bar, you see? This was a pin bar. from Monday here, you see? Yeah, do this move down. See? Uh, so, because this is how Sunday opened, price kind of uh, moved with this push. So when Sunday opened with this push, Monday when correcting, this was all a week rejection, ended up closing the pin bar. Okay. Uh, you see? So Tuesday, this is Tuesday. Uh, what we can do is so what we can do. Uh, First option is wait for price to continue making these high highs. See, price breaks above. Why? Because if price breaks above, then the daily will show us that we are back in the game with this bullish close. You see, this is what we need. We need the bullish close. Yeah, above this level. Show us that the daily is holding. Okay, and we can look for buys. So when we get this, at least when we get the 4 hour break, we just wait for a retest and then we can buy. The goodness is when we buy, our stop loss will be below here, and I'll take profit over there. You see, in a way of us minimizing what our stop loss instead of dragging it all the way back to this point. You see, we are now reducing it by waiting for these small price action moves to play out. You see, so uh, this happens. This will be a very nice trade for us. But again, if we are realistic, another thing can happen. Price can make a new lower low. That's it. By closing below, giving us that engulfing. And from warning you guys about the NZD USD pair. You see, price can make this lower low in the forward time frame, then engulf it, then shift. You see, but when it shifts, this becomes the lower high, and this becomes the lower low. When price breaks below with this level here, you see. You see, uh, this becomes the all move. So this means that what price at the higher high, no lower low, potential lower high, and now new lower low. Meaning we just waiting for price to shift here, and then this still will be what? will still be a daily rejection candle. Show as price is holding that we need. See? Because if the daily breaks below, we just want it outside this. That's the only key. When we get it out, we also get the 4 hour breaking above, meaning we'll be just waiting for that small retest and then go in. Okay. And the goodness is this first push here can be in forms of this way. You see? Then price we test and then we buy. So this is also something price can do, is likely to do if it wants us to buy. So if price can give us this move at this point, or price can't move at and give us a shift at this point, you can't do anything but wait. Okay. So we only have two sides of the coin. The price breaks below, price breaks above. But either way we what? We are going to buy. Okay. Let's remember this is all we need. If it's the break below. And this is all we need if it is the break above. You see? So just see which one will make sense. Uh, Next thing is AUDNZD. Ah. I like the daily reaction today. I also like the 4 hour reaction. I would love to see this only thing happening tomorrow today. So that I can only get the what? A shift tomorrow. And then we can sell. You know, this might be the smallest trade we can take. Because it respects market structure most all the time. And if we're to catch a sale at this point, and I'll stop at this level, trust me, to joyfully reach this point. Joyfully. Maybe even way below this point. You see? Mm. So you can see that this push was supposed to reach this level, but price had to come back here and grab more sellers. So even here it's trying to grab more sellers so we can buy more of this thing. And once we are below this level, guys, once we are below this level, Yeah, this is what we can expect, especially if price breaks below here. This trade will go. Because what are we going to have? We'll be looking at price below this one. You see? I'm sure this makes sense for you, especially when you see this double bottom, double top. See? Uh, this can be a smooth close and then a smooth continuation to this level here. And you know there are days where price moves in this way, you see? A very strong push can even happen here. Price wanted. Oh, uh, it's the forward time frame. So in order to activate this trade, you've seen it looks so clean. We're just waiting on a few touches only. Then this will be ready to sell. Yeah, just need it to make a new low high, 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 and new high low here. And oh, so this means we just wait for, and this can take only 2 or 3 days. Price to push up here, price to break below, price to retest, and then price to give us that retest. That's telling you what we expect is what price is doing. So what we hope for, wait for price to just simply close above this level here. See? Come back, guys. Um, price, price has broken above, and so it still stands. If you want to sell this, you need price breaking below this level. Now we're testing it, then we can buy. Let me show you an example. Look at what happened here. Okay, pay attention to what price did. Price at the lower high, higher low, lower higher, and the lower low, right? Then price broke above. So the thing was, we were supposed to wait for a retest and an entry at this point. Okay? Because why? We missed out this retest here. Because this happened out of session, you see. And this here happened out of session, so you can take a trade. So we wait for price to retest at this point, so you can buy, okay? Why the price comes back all the way here? Remember, like I was telling you, you can see first the kind of break we had. It's a very, you can see the distance between the high and low, the high. So even if it gives you this entry here, you decide to take it, price can come back here. And even if it takes you out, there's no problem with that. Okay? Because price has every right to come back here. You see? Uh, that's why I always prefer price tries to respect this level here. Okay. Uh, so the next thing is price comes back at this point. So so what do I want? I want price to at least tap into this whole big level here before I can actually buy. What does price do? Price breaks inside. You see? Why? So it cutters this level here, this space, okay? Uh, actually breaks in deep. So when it breaks in deep, this becomes a very nice trade. Why? Because so you have to wait for his price to what? Break above. You see? And as you can see, price never broke above here, but not just uh, price with this, and then price finally breaks outside. Uh, when it breaks outside, then we get the retest, see? Then we get this pin bar as our entry position. This is when we get the break. here. You see? So what price ends up doing is it leaves a higher low. Even though price hasn't yet made any higher high, it leaves a potential higher low here. Then price breaks above, and then we test this same level, giving us an entry at the level where if we want to can reduce our stop loss all the way to this point here, okay? Increase, or if one can put it just at this point there, you see? And you can see what price ends up doing. Price ends up buying massively. So even if you put your stop here, you'll get your perfect returns, you see? Or even if you put your stop there, you see? So this is the same thing I'm trying to apply here. Okay? So um NZD USD. You see? Because price has done the same thing. Now you can tell that price is in the inside, and it's covered this whole huge distance, you see? So the only thing that's left is price to have a break and a retest and an entry position here. And we sell. You see? Provided price doesn't break above below this lower low. Because then that becomes another issue. Another scenario, okay? But this is what you have to follow if price breaks below here, okay? uh, the next thing is yeah, even if price was to break below, the only thing that's there is also waiting for this purge 11 because it's the one that we have for now. Unless if price decides to make an intermediate lower high and then breaks, then we'll be waiting for price to come back at this point and then we can sell. You see, if price ends up forming something like this, then our interest of selling changes to this point here. You see, because this will be our last point where price should be test in order to sell. Uh, but we haven't gotten that yet. So we stick to price testing this level. Don't worry about my little cough very soon. I'll be clean in my sound. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. Just a bit here and there still, you know. But don't worry, I'm already healed. Um The next thing is NVD card. You can see what price is trying to do here. We're almost having this break where we can have a potential break to higher low here. Uh, and if that happens, then this becomes our level of buying from, you see? So this is the last point before we break above this level, you see? So this is where we're waiting for price to retest, and then we can actually buy. Okay. So this is what we need. Next thing is price to test this level, and then I'll come back at this point. Okay. Then yeah, we come back. See, if price just breaks above this zone, we might apply the same thing I'm applying in NZBUSD. Why? Because again, my stop loss won't make sense, you see. So then I'll expect price to act. Let's say if price chooses to break above like this, I won't be buying once price test here. I'll be expecting for that rejection deeper inside so that price builds another momentum, you see, and breaks above and then it tests and then sell. So my stop loss is reduced, you see. That's the whole point. Once the daily and the weekly is clear, we all know where price want to go. But all that's left is that small logical entry, okay? Because that determines your return and your entry, okay? Because if I want, I can just enter right now here and put my stop loss right below here and see what happens and put my take profit at this all-time high. Because the weekly is bullish, okay? So I can just enter here and do something. Yeah, I can just enter here based off this daily test, uh, this daily engulfing, and place my take profit above there, you know, or below here, and that's all. Especially if the daily closes with this engulfing, this is the trade is already running. See, the daily time frame is already started. The only question is how do you join it in the 4 hour time frame? Okay. uh, anytime once I'll just be using the daily and weekly. That's all. Because right now, if you can see this, uh, this is taken as an entry. The only thing that is left is waiting for the 4 hour to break above here. Okay? Once the 4 hour breaks above this level, this entry is legit in the daily time frame, just right there. But for us, we try to minimize this. Okay? That's the goal. Uh, this is the only goal we have. We try to minimize this, even as small as this level. You see? And then increase this side. So that's the whole point. So if we get that low before the break, this even reduces to this level. You see? And entry, the same entry on the daily time frame, you just join when prices at this point. You see? And capitalize massively. You see? So that's the whole point, okay? Uh, the next thing is AD card. AD. Mm, This was just going fine, but now price has broken below this level again. So this means we have to wait for price to come and make a new high. Still, okay, make that new high. But once we get that new all that will be left is the shift, okay? Mm, And don't worry about this, bro. Because price can simply do this by making this high for us. See? And still give us the same type of entry. So the only thing we should know is we want the daily make it high and the forward make it high. So okay, and the high low at our OG level here. And I'm sure this will happen. uh, don't know we can sell it. If price come and shift from this level, I can't sell it this way. Okay, but even on the daily time frame, this is not an OG level. See? So just know in your mind that price will come and be less or high, and then look for sales. I see that prices are being a bit of improvement. You can see that price is pushing up. Uh, remember, all we want to see is this daily taken out, this one taken out. That's all. Once we get to 4 taken out, we'll be waiting for price to shift below here. And then like we used before, sells. So right? Uh, Even if it takes out this double top, this weakness we are looking for a shift to give the daily that what without you see. So first we can look at the original regardless. So in this case the daily is not that much of a problem. Only if price taps into this second of the level here. Okay, this take of the level. So anything is fine, provided tomorrow the daily can give us that break. And that shift. This is the only pair that can give you a break on the shift in 2 days because it's so volatile. And I don't know why people don't trade it. And it has a lot of breakouts. A lot of breakouts. Um, so, um, what's next is what's next here is NGPB card. We haven't yet started getting that improvement of price. I mean, for this level here. Mm, so I think we'll just still be waiting for price to retest here. The daily time frame is almost the same thing, you see? They're very bullish. We need price to come back at this level. Uh, USD card, you can see they're also very much bullish. Price hasn't yet retested here. Mm, price is still weighing its options. But you know, even if price comes back here, it's very risky because the 4 daily time frame, look at the daily time frame. This is the daily higher low. You see? Yeah. So any mistake here can take us out. So meaning you can only see a sensible buy above this level. But if you look at the 4 time frame, when price comes back here, okay, at least the 4 will go bearish when you're at this point. But logically speaking, we need that what? That shift meaning the 4 might make a new lower low, you see? Putting the daily at risk and then shift and then buy, you see? So it's really a pair I should be very careful when trading if price comes back at this point. Because this then has just to be a daily rejection. Okay? Not a daily close. Rest, I think it's just the same thing up to now. Euro, no break below. Euro card, no retest. GBP card, no break below. Maybe JPY, no retest yet. USD JPY, no proper retest yet. This one, no shift yet. This one, no break above for shift yet. GPAUD in the new high now. This one need a weekly rejection below this level. Like this similar price is moving, but it should close below this level. Okay. Mm. Euro, USGBP, JPY. Oh, CHF. I need price to engulf the same way price did here at this point though, because this is not an OG level in the daily time frame. Now it's more than the daily time frame is bullish, you see. Meaning we expect the daily time frame to make a new high and a shift, and then we can sell here, you see. Mm. Then let's see what ZAR did. Price hasn't yet made that high. I was looking higher I'm looking for. So still nothing we can do. Mm. I'm sure gold traders are frustrated today. This price moved nowhere. US Fed, US price is dropping massively because the straits are now open here. This is a good time. At least now the markets won't be that much of geopolitical driven noise, you know. So it's an advantage for us. It's a very good news. Facebook board, but now everyone chose peace after all. So this is the goodness of choosing only a few pairs you trade, you see, because you get to study them, you get to know them. Like now I know that this pair is very volatile. ADNZD is slow but clean. NZD card and USD card move the same direction. USD card is clean. Mm, so you see, the more you're repeating the same pairs analyzing, the more you're learning them, you see, because repetition is everything, guys. You can apply it in form of weight uh, in your business, in your career, in anything. Repetition always wins. It's same as doing study, you see. Just don't study. Okay, I might study once, like exam next week, but you won't get the results compared to someone who studied every single day. Yeah, you see, you might get certain results, but they won't be compared to the one that you receive when putting in the work every day. Okay, so just back in the days, every day, even if you don't like it, just show up. Even if you don't know the result, show up. Because that consistency matters more than the what the ambition, you know. People think that we're aggressive, be aggressive every day, not that you get chance. No. Because what if every day you're losing? You burn out, you see? So sometimes you just have to be laid back and show up every day, perfect your craft. And when it's time to get your shot, that's when you move aggressively, you see? I'm just waiting, knowing that when I get the chance, I'll do as wise, you know? So that's the spirit I want to talk about. But anyway, thanks for watching. So I'll see you at 10 p.m. when we can close the day. Welcome back, guys. So let's just go to what the market does then. As you can see, uh, price has made the retest, just like I told you. Price is likely to break above and give us this push. So now, what we have is price breaking below here and price retesting and price engulfing this level. You see, this is our bull move. So in this case, uh, uh, it's simple. You just have to wait for price to break below and then we test and then sell here. Let's see if price wants us to sell at this level. Uh, then remember I was telling you in the previous meeting, uh, something was, uh, just a minute. Those things I don't use here. Okay, don't use this. There's a situation where I was telling you where pricing goes straight at this point, you see? And then we take a sale based on the engulfing and put our stop loss here. But in this case, it's different now. Our stop has to be above what this level. Making our risk to reward ratio risky, meaning if price was to engulf now, I wouldn't take that sale. Okay? So meaning what price can do is simply break below, give maybe test there and then engulfing. Then we can enter and put our stop right above here. And I'll take profit here. Oh, right there. This makes more sense. Or does it make more sense? Because price has already what? Respected this forward time frame. Remember, I told you since it's what bearish price can do anything in this level. And it's good to see some reaction here before price actually breaks to sell, you see? This really shows that price would have sold, but price would have sold, but it first wanted to play around this level, you see? And that is making our entry safe. Because this is where we plan to take our sell. So price can really do anything. In fact, we might not even get the sell now. Price can later even buy more. And then shift maybe tomorrow. And then we sell. You see? So the only thing that's there is just being open. And allowing the market to do what it has to do. Uh, so, the next thing is price has to drop, and then we can consider that sell. And the second thing that we should be realistic about is If you fail to have this, price will continue buying. See, break above, and as it breaks above, before I'll be bullish, meaning this would be a bullish trend, making our buys even more difficult. Okay, but that won't stop us from participating in the markets. Whichever gives us the best entry and it's making and meeting all the criteria, we'll take the sell or buy. Okay. So the next thing, and you can also see with the way the daily is looking that this is not the perfect time to sell just yet. You see, because this daily can easily engulf. And once the daily has closes with a bullish engulfing today, uh, then the things changes. We have to wait for the bearish engulfing now. If we close with this kind of candlestick, we close with this kind of candlestick now, friends. This is a different game. So, because this will mean now you have to wait for what? You have to make it to engulf this level. Uh, so when we get this sale, uh, this means that at least this daily candle, uh, so it's a very different game. That's why you're seeing me saying, wait, price breaks below here. So this can go bearish from this bullish momentum. You see what how we are looking. So we are going to wait, and the New York session just opened. Uh, the next thing is NZD card. I like the way the daily is looking. This actually looks promising. Especially if the daily can close bullish. So if you pay close attention to the forward time frame, this is where we are waiting for a shift. Why? Because if price breaks and we test and then engulfs, uh, uh, we can buy here, but the one bad part is our stop loss, guys, has to be all the way here. You see? Now take profit. This is not even making sense for our entry, you see? And mind you, the retest and the engulfing is a bit far further. So meaning this is our entry. You see? So how do we make this in our favor? Uh Simple. We will wait for price to do something like this. Uh Wait for price to do something like this. Give us a lower low and then a break. You see? This is what I mean. Why? So that when it breaks and I catch an entry, my stop loss will just be below here. You see? Uh, and my take profit will be at some point uh here. You see? So this is a 1 to 3 at least, rather than what we wanted to do. So our hope will be waiting for price to make a lower, higher low, and a higher high, retest, and then engulfing. This will be our entry, and we can place this by. You see, if price doesn't want us to buy this pair, trust me, it won't do this. And when we don't see it, we also won't do anything. Because price hasn't shown us anything, okay? Uh, the only goal there is we have to be patient. Yeah, we have to be patient with the market. So the thing is, we need the retest here. Let's see how the daily is looking. The weekly. Yeah, the weekly has now started reviving. As you can see, it already got the retest. It did it, so it's only right if it now buys. Uh, and the buy is what we'll be looking for. Next. So Uh, Personally, I think this pair is a bit cleaner compared to NZD card, NZD USD. Because price is even likely to credit an engulfing today. This will be fun. After this pin bar, this is a very good indication. Uh, then price needs to break above and retest. Then we can sell, but just to first make an impossible low. Okay. AUDNZD. Uh, it's now good that our potential higher low is almost below the OG level. So this means that at least the time will be having our shift. Price will be shifting at our what? At our OG level here. So I would want this next 4 candle, if possible, for it to even engulf this level. Okay. If you can have this engulfing, then we can sell. So, uh, the next thing is just have to expect this push. So this one is a bit on the back, but the moment price gives us that push, this will be a very nice pair to trade. So today I would just want this kind of bearish candlestick. Then tomorrow we can have that pullback that ends up giving us the shift we need. Then we can call it a trade. Or even if this price decides to break at this point, uh we hope for the next daily time frame to be bearish with a weak pullback, meaning price has already shifted, and then we can sell. And I would really want to sell this one. Why? Because it's not in this noise of these two. Where prices are known of which direction it wants to go to. You see? That's the only thing I don't like about this. There's too much gambling. Is NZD going to buy or sell? Let me try to see what's this? The Forex factory news. Uh, we don't have any news today except yeah, we have nothing. Tomorrow we have minutes, I think, the USD fund rate, federal fund rates, uh, at 2 p.m. And at 6:45 GDP for NZD, maybe that might move the pair. Friday, it's a bank holiday. So maybe tomorrow we can see some major movements. Mm. So that's why I'm saying I would want to sell this one because the direction is fixed. You see? And if this one sells, meaning NZD CAD and NZD USD, I like you to buy too. Because this means that NZD is very volatile and has too much volume, you see? But we'll see. We'll see how price plays out. But we've really been waiting, and I wish we could take a trade, but guys, we don't take a trade just because we want to take a trade. Take a trade because there's an opportunity to make something out of it, okay? Always remember that. So just wait, okay? When price is ready to go up, everything will be okay. Okay. And do you know why I'm saying this might need that high? We might have that high. Let me show you something. The reason why I'm saying we might have that high before price shifts and decides to sell here. Uh, Meaning even these two pairs, we might have what? For NZD USD, we might have a pullback for price to either buy. NZD CAD, meaning we might have a pullback, then price buys. You see, because this one we need the push before price sells. So it's making sense. And the next thing is Euro AUD. All we need is price to close above this level. That's all. And you can see price almost closed, but price rejected. So this might be the price that fills it. And when price fills it up, we are going to be looking for sales now. And the shift will be valid. So for now, I need price to make a new high. Okay. That's the only way I can participate in this uh sale. You can see also the daily is trying its best not to take out this double top. And I also wanted, it would have been better if this was the engulfing thing that made the 4 hour high so that we can now start having the rejection. But we'll see how price uh ends up closing. Mm, so the next thing is GPP card. Oh, can see we're having a bit of momentum there. Price is trying to slow down. So anytime soon we might start having the daily retest. You see, anytime soon we might start having this retest. So that's what we are waiting for. USD card, need price to retest back here. Then we can buy Euro USD, need price to break below. Euro card, we need price to retest. But it's can see by the look of things that price is not interested in retesting anytime soon. But we need price to come back here. Uh, so this is what we need in the USD card pair. But we'll still be Euro card pair, we'll still be waiting. GPUSD need price to break below and retest. Then we can call it a sell. A buy, sorry, for GPUSD. But price hasn't yet broken below up to now, so we simply just wait. Price to come and take out this low. Okay. Euro GPP JPY ADJPY price is on its way to my level here. When price is on it reaches this level, then we can switch to for our time frame. USD JPY price didn't retest my level, only reacted, and it's still buying. AD USD. You can see price price to here. Price hasn't yet made the new lower low and a new low high, so I can get the bullish shift at my OG level. So it's not that this is the only level, but you can see this is my lower low. So if it wants to buy, it has to take out this lower low first. You see? AUD card, the same thing. Wow, waiting for it to shift here. But you can see price is trying to break above here. So when price breaks above this level, then we can start looking for buys now. Okay. GBP AUD price at this point. This is a very good start. So now all we need is price to buy and take out this higher high so that we can come and have a shift at this level. These two, I'm still waiting for further confirmation. Uh, it's USD. Um, with the new higher high may shift. Uh, so that's it for this pair. Mm, and I'll see you in the next session. This is 9:40. Mm, I just decided to not disclose because I've seen nothing is really happening. And so as you can see, uh, the price is going to close. You can see that for our time frame, we need price to break below, like I told you. Let's sell. uh, NZD card need price to make a new potential higher low, then break above. Hold the NZD, need price to break above, and then can give us that shift. So we can now sell. Uh, GPP need the higher high in the forward time frame, and we can wait for the shift. And lastly, GPPA card, we need price to come back here. Okay. Uh, so I think that's it. That's it. And this is what the daily time frame has given us. So we'll see how it opens tomorrow.